I'm catching these motherfuckers in the real world. I'm gonna drop kick them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let me see one of these nerds in the real world wearing some type of Naruto t-shirt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel the same way though. I be getting mad like, man, y'all tripping. They be tripping sometimes. Like, man.
Turn up. Yo, what's good, man? Me and my main dude who stayed, Nico PBG in the building. What's up, Nico?
What's good, y'all?
Nico is I don't have many friends out here, but Nico, I will say, is a personal friend. I'm a little hard on him. I used to be a little hard on him, but not anymore. I got nothing but love and respect for the guy. He's a diehard Sony fanboy, right, Nico?
Yeah, man.
And not only that, we're podcast brothers. Every Wednesday, we have we're on a podcast. What is it called, Nico?
Yeah, it's called the Safe Point Podcast.
The Same Point Podcast. Every Wednesday, we'll put the link in the description, and you guys join us every Wednesday where we go in on the best gaming topics in gaming right now. We're not like these other gaming podcasts where something happens throughout the week, and then we give our stupid, raggedy opinions over cartoons and video games. No, we keep it real about gaming, right?
Yeah, man. 100. Keeping it 100.
Nico, where you going, man? You know what I mean? What are you doing? What are you doing to me, man?
What's up? What you mean, man? What you mean?
You're bringing the gangster into my show right now, man. We don't do that.
No gangster, man. No gangster.
We keep it real here, goddamn. Anyway. But anyway, every Wednesday this is going to go down. I don't know. I guess we go around 8 or 9 o'clock or something like that, Nico.
Yeah, about 8 or 8:30.
Yeah, but anyway, I wasn't going to talk about this because when I saw you guys posted in the Discord earlier, I thought it was just some type of Reddit clip or some type of leaks, because you guys been posting leaks all week. I don't know what to take is real and what to take is fake anymore, because you guys have Pokemon leaks, you got Donkey Kong leaks. I don't know where you're going from day to day. So I really thought this was the fake leak. I swear I thought it was fake. I wasn't going to entertain it. But, now I see YouTubers coming out, YouTubers that I used to trust, but now I think they're a bunch of fucking lying hacks. What's his name? Happy Council Gamer, Alpha Megasin, all these guys I used to trust, but they're just a bunch of liars trying to build their subscriber base, right?
Yeah.
But when I saw that video, I was like, oh my God, this is real. This is the real deal, Holyfield. Sony has plans on dropping the PlayStation 4 and moving on to the PlayStation 5. You're excited about that. Keep it real.
I'm excited, yeah, a little bit. I kind of am, man. I can't even lie.
To be honest, from what I remember, consoles didn't last that long anyway. Like back in the day, I remember the PS1 lasting. How long did the PS1 last for? Does anybody know?
I don't know, man.
I remember the PS1 and then the Dream. No, I remember it was from what I can remember. Maybe I'm high on some type of synthetic weed, but it was Super Nintendo. Then they jumped to the PS1 real fast, and then they jumped to the Dreamcast, and then they jumped to the PS2, and then the Xbox came out, then the GameCube came out. It just felt like it was moving fast throughout the years. And then I noticed when it started to slow down was when the PS3 and the Xbox 360 came out, and those consoles went on for damn near 8 flipping years. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The PS2 was a long time. I could say that.
Well, yeah, the PS2 was even longer because Sony was not profitable with the PS3, so they had to keep the PS2 in the market to try to make a little money here and there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I remember the PS3 and the Xbox 360 just being out forever, and I was just like, Jesus Christ! And not only that, they were out for a long time, and they still did not catch up to the sales of the Wii, and the Wii was only out for a couple years.
Yeah.
That was probably one of the worst, pathetic showings of any PlayStation console ever. But the PlayStation 4 is not over yet. But the PlayStation 3, Jesus Christ, it was out for damn near 20 years and it only did about 90 million. Isn't that pathetic?
I don't know.
I'm trying to tell you, in comparison to other titles, other PlayStation systems, they were in the 100 million marks in damn their year 2,
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, yeah. You said the PS3, right? The PS3 was terrible, or the PS3?
Yeah, I'm talking about. I mean, 90 million might seem like a lot, but I'm trying to tell you, the console was out on the market for an extremely long time. You know,
okay, yeah.
To the Wii, I think it was out only for like 4 years, and then boom, it did $100 and something quadrillion. You know.
Oh yeah. The Wii did put up numbers. It did though. It did.
Jesus Christ! Wow. So yeah, PlayStation has decided to. This is a real article. Let me go ahead and try to read this article, but in case people don't know. Hold on, real quick. I was here. It went away. All types of trash on my timeline. Hold on here. Oh God, sorry, Nico. All right, here we go. Boom.
Okay.
It says Sony CEO John Codera. PS4 is at the end of its console life cycle. Is it? Let's now.
I don't feel like that though. I feel like we were just getting started. Kind of.
Yeah. Well, yes, it does feel like we just get started because we did just get started. You know what I mean? When the PlayStation 4 first initially came out, there was no games. What were the launch games? Killzone.
Yeah. NBA 2K game or something, like I don't even know.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty the Call of Duties and the Battlefields and the 2Ks were out, but like exclusive wise, what was out? All I remember was Killzone. They were hyping up some type of Killzone game. All I remember was it was a different color scheme than usual, and some guy on the graphic.
It was Knack. Knack was a launch title.
Okay, that wasn't a launch title.
It wasn't. Oh, okay, my bad.
No, it was. But come on, that's not a.
Yeah, it don't count though. But I'm just saying.
Not a game, Nico.
Huh?
You consider Knack a game?
No, not at all.
I'm playing with you, Glad. It was Killzone. It was Knack. What else?
I think Assassin's Creed. I think they.
No. Exclusives.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that's it. Really, that's it. And Drive Club was supposed to come, but they kept delaying that. So,
well, Drive Club was delayed. Infamous Second Son or Infamous whatever it was called was I don't know if it was delayed or it was just coming out later. The Order 1886 came out later. I don't feel like the PlayStation 4 really got started until Bloodborne came out. You know?
Yeah.
That's where you can actually say, you know what? Now it's time. That's what I did. I went out and I bought the PlayStation 4 when the games came out. A lot of people were attacking me on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook, and Instagram, and things of that such, because I didn't have a PlayStation 4 at launch. And I'm like, no, I don't buy shit unless it comes with games. I'm not just gonna be buying shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And Bloodborne came out 2015, so that was 2 years after. So, yeah.
Right. So you mean to tell me that the console really didn't get started until 2 years later?
Man,
that's why it feels like, like, damn, we just got started,
Yeah.
And when Bloodborne dropped, it wasn't even finished. Remember the 5-hour load times?
Yeah, it was extremely long.
Remember, some people couldn't finish the game. Well, actually, people were glitching the game and they were getting directly to the final boss.
Yeah, I heard
it.
I heard of that.
Did you imagine if Zelda Breath of the Wild was put out like that?
Man,
people would lose their minds, But let's think about it. Like, let's talk about the PlayStation heavy hitters. The PlayStation 4 heavy hitters was Knack. No, I'm bullshit. but like between me and you, the games that we can actually say we really enjoy. I don't know. I don't know if you played Bloodborne. Did you play Bloodborne?
No, but I played it for a little bit, but no, I didn't really beat it or nothing like that. But
what did you like so far on the PlayStation 4?
It hasn't been much, but I can say Watch Dogs though. I liked it. That
Watch Dogs. That was PS4. Okay.
Yeah. Well, not exclusive, but are we just going by exclusives only?
Whatever. You could do multi-plats. You could do triple. Whatever you want to throw in.
Yeah, man. The only thing really is Watch Dogs.
Watch Dogs.
Like
Infamous.
Yeah, and Infamous. That was it for me. And to hold me over, it was NBA 2K games, but that got boring after a while. So yeah, that was it really.
Dragon Ball Fighters is another one that you enjoyed.
Okay, yeah, fighters, somewhat, yeah, and now recently is the God of War.
God of War.
But that's 2018. So like I said, we just getting started. So yeah, it hasn't been much.
It feels like we just got started. For me, if I'm going to be objective, I would say the Bloodborns. I would say, even though I did not enjoy it, Persona 5. I would say
Grand Theft Auto 5, but that was PS3 though too. Though, so I don't know if you can count that though. That was like remastered or something.
I don't know. It's that's why I wanted to bring in Shadow, because he claims he had more enjoyment for the consoles for this PlayStation 4. It's kind of not fair that me and you were sitting here, because me personally, I didn't find any enjoyment out of the PlayStation 4 whatsoever. I felt like I've wasted my money. I felt like I was lied to. Remember the conference where they came out and said, "Hey, guess what, guys? Final Fantasy VII is coming." You know what I mean?
No, yeah.
Remember the conference where they were like, "Oh my God, guys, guess what? Shenmue 3 is coming." You know what I mean?
Yeah. They said that too. It was kickstarted and everything, but it still ain't come.
And I felt like, as much as I don't even like Kingdom Hearts, but if you go back into my older videos, I was asking, well, where the hell's Kingdom Hearts? I was asking for this back on the PS3.
Oh yeah, me too, man. It's been like 10 years for that.
Yeah,
that's for real.
And Kingdom Hearts has never came. Allegedly supposed to be coming out this year.
God willing.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly, man. Hopefully.
What about Kojima's game that's going to take about 10 years to make?
Oh, man. That looks kind of boring to me, but yeah. But that might come on the PS5 the way they're talking.
I don't think that's going to come on the PS4. I think Kojima is going to be looking, Japanese people, they want to make things graphically, they want to take things to the edge of the, you know what I mean, to the next level. There's no way he's going to be working for the PlayStation 4. Somebody's at my door.
Yeah.
Hold on, Nico. God damn it.
Okay.
Talk. Hey, what's up, little dude? Okay, cool. Hey, what are you doing? What's up? No, I'm sorry, I can't, little guy. I don't know, but where's your family?
That's his neighbor, y'all.
Your brother's down there? No, okay. All right, cool. I have to get back at you, man. I'm a little busy right now, all right, little buddy? Holy smokes, this little kid, he keeps coming to my goddamn house. It's like, what the hell, man?
Is it a neighbor or something?
Yeah, it's the little Spanish neighbor. Hispanic neighbor. He comes because I've been outside. I come out and I was helping my cousin dribbling the basketball, and he came over. Yeah, y'all guys play basketball, man? And the dude just came over here with a dog and ran into my home. I'm like,
oh man,
what are you doing here? He about to get the cops called on me, yo.
Yeah.
All right, who just came in?
This says Ghost.
Oh, snap. Ghost is another one.
Ghost, what's good, man?
Oh, snap. What's good, Ghost?
Decided to pop into the Discord. I see people talking about Sony or something in the live, and you're running a stream because you're mad or something? Like, what's going on?
I don't know if I'm mad. I've been mad with Sony for almost how long is
the PS4? About 5 years.
How long has the PS3 been out? You know what I mean?
The PS3 came out in 2005 or 6.
Yeah, I've been mad ever since 2005 with Sony. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nothing new. It's just I feel like I just want to make sure that I'm not blowing stuff out of proportion.
I saw the news on the PS5 coming soon today or some bullshit on my phone.
Sony officially said that there's nothing else they can do with the PlayStation 4. I believe, I didn't say this yet, but I was going to ask Nico. I believe with the Switch coming out and And not only that, we had reports where PlayStation 4's console sales have come to a complete halt.
They're forced to make another PlayStation almost.
Yes, you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The PlayStation brand is completely worthless. People have caught on that the PlayStation 4 is offering you nothing. The Switch is able to come out in less than a year and offer you a plethora of games. And not only that, be one of the best consoles we ever played in a very long time. People are catching on. People are smart. Not only that, they're looking at people lying about reviews about God of War, lying about reviews for Horizon Zero Dawn, lying about the reviews of Last of Us. People are slow, but they're catching on. That's why the sales of the PlayStation 4 have come to a complete halt. Am I right or am I wrong? Or am I blowing things out of proportion?
It doesn't seem like it, because people are saying that, oh, Sony has a good roadmap ahead of them. And I was like looking at some of the titles people were listing off. They were listing off God of War, Spider-Man, Days Gone. What's the game by Kojima? You know, it just kind of seems like they're all the same stuff, you know? And what are you going to have for the PlayStation 5?
Mm-hmm.
You're right. But I don't just want to attack the games I don't like. Yakuzas are getting 9.25s.
Nobody even cared about Yakuza until Yakuza 0. But did he even sell that well?
I'm not sure.
Ni no Kuni 2 is getting 9.25s. These scores are way too flipping high.
Which, by the way, I went to Walmart. I saw like special editions of Ni no Kuni 2 like lined up. I don't know if that's selling well or not.
I don't think it's selling well at all. I think they already had some type of sale the other day. It was for $30. It was another sale at Best Buy. They damn near gave the game. They said, "Here, take it." And I didn't even want it. I said, "No familiars. I'm good." You know what I mean? But no, you're right. What were you saying? Goes the Days Gone. The things that says, you know, Days Gone is going to get a 9.25, and we all know that it's going to be trash.
I'm actually surprised they're advertising it. You know, a Game Informer, because my cousin subscribes to Game Informer, his his magazine came in the mail, and I'm looking at this, and they got Days Gone on the cover or whatever. I haven't seen one of these in years, and it's just like they're advertising this game, and you're flipping through the book, and like everything looks exactly the same.
Yeah,
it kind of does. Yeah,
I'm just saying. I was telling Nico, the console war just got started with Bloodborne, and that was 2 years after the PlayStation 4s came out. When the PlayStation 4 initially launched, it was Knack and Killzone. And after that, they have been starving gamers out with a horrible franchise I think is extremely overrated amongst Sony fans, and that is Infamous. And after that, they got the Order 1886. Like, I just feel like the PlayStation fandom, forget, I've already been mad about PlayStation, but I think the PlayStation fandom, when are they going to start getting angry? You know, like, when is enough going to be enough? When are Sony fanboys actually going to start grabbing their nuts and start fucking speaking like men on this flipping company?
I'm going to tell you one thing that I'm already predicting with the PS5, and I don't think things are really going to change.
Yeah.
Because we're going to move over to another console. We're going to have things that look a little slightly better. You'll have them running at higher resolutions, at higher frame rates and everything. And people will be more focused on that and talking about how the Switch is an outdated machine. I'm already predicting all of this. It's gonna happen, and people are gonna be more focused on games on that platform than with the PlayStation 5, because I really don't know what you would be putting out on the PlayStation 5 platform that doesn't seem to be lined up.
The PlayStation 4 games, we basically got the same thing we got on the PlayStation 3. And it was Yakuza, God of War, Killzone. It was the same crappy games that didn't sell the PlayStation 3. You know?
It's going to get worse, though, I think. Like, we have a lot of hyper realistic games already.
Not to cut you off, Ghost. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, go ahead.
I just want to know if you saw the horrible news. They announced that Yakuza 3 and 4 remasters. Well, how terrible is that? You mean to tell me that this goddamn PlayStation 4 is nothing more than some type of Yakuza port?
I don't understand why, dude. There's like a Yakuza game every year now. Like, it's insane. Like, they just push them out of their ass, you know? Yakuza 0, there at least has been like 5 Yakuza.
And the thing is, okay, Zobi, well, you like
It's 3 to
Yakuza,
4.
don't you?
It's insane.
The thing is, well, exactly, but you don't like Yakuza, don't you? Yeah, but you don't. Who gives a flip what I like, man? Y'all never cared about what I like. Y'all don't like Yakuza. I've been telling y'all about Yakuza since 2005.
I really don't.
I was gonna buy 6, but I changed my mind.
I just like all the guys coming out and shitting on Shenmue and be like, oh yeah, because Zero Kawami's coming out. Oh yeah, we don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but with the remasters, I feel like they shouldn't do all the remasters. They should just do what Xbox did and allow backwards compatibility. Like that'd be super dope.
Still no backwards compatibility citing. Still no store for PlayStation. We had PS2 to PS4s that came to a halt. Still no PlayStation 1 games. Yeah, I mean, the PlayStation 4 has been just 100% anti-consumer.
What's
$dollars for PlayStation Plus? Go ahead. I'm sorry, Ghost.
I was just gonna say, what surprises me though is that they're too lazy to even rip you off for $14 when it comes to the PS2 and PS1 games. They don't even want to put those on the console for whatever reason, and it's weird.
Crazy. I think it's at PS Now though. They should just scrap that, man. Scrap that PS Now and just make it backwards compatible.
What's PS Now?
Like it allows you to stream older games like PS2 and PS3 games.
Yeah.
I heard that service was pretty shitty though, because I had a friend that played Metal Gear Solid 4 on there. Like he played it on PS3. Apparently, there's a lot of issues running the games, jaggies.
Yeah, because you got to stream it. Like you don't download it. You actually streaming the whole game, which is stupid to me.
And is it that cloud thing that they're doing with Resident Evil or something like that?
Yeah, I saw that Resident Evil
something like that, man. With the cloud. Stupid.
Online gaming is gonna ruin gaming. Period. It's gonna fuck it up.
They just don't. The reason PlayStation Now is not working is because I've been saying this for years. PS2 and PS3 games are just not good. People don't want to hear me out. They're just not good.
Man, a little bit. It's hard. It's hard, I guess. You could be right a little bit, but it could be like just those memories just playing the PS2 so much and make you think it's better.
You were young. You know, it's anything you did when you were young. Like you would watch shitty cartoons. You ever watch a shitty cartoon back then? But you were young.
I can admit to watching a lot of terrible cartoons.
Yeah, you're watching shitty shows, shitty cartoons. I used to watch. There used to be, Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah. What about her?
She had her own show back in the day. I used to watch that because it was just on.
Oh, you're talking about that comedy? It was like a sitcom or some bullshit. Yeah.
Comedy show like the Roseanne show, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
That shit. Like I used to watch that. Who's the boss?
Who's the boss?
What's the shit? Golden Girls. I would just watch it because it was on.
Thank you for being. Oh God.
Yeah, it was nothing. I had because back in the day we couldn't just instantly shoot to what we wanted to watch. Whatever. This is off topic, but anyway, when you're young and you're playing Ty the Tiger, when you're playing Ratchet and Clank, when you're playing Jack and Dexter. You don't really know. I mean, the same thing for me. When I was young, I was playing Ninja Turtles, but that was cool.
A lot of the Ninja Turtles games are actually.
Hey, Ratchet and Clank is good though.
Ratchet and Clank is a terrible series. I've said this countless times.
If you like it, you like it. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't think. I don't think you go, oh my God, yo, guess what, guys? Ratchet and Clank is on PlayStation Now. You know what I mean?
I mean, dude, I think Ratchet and Clank is kind of responsible for a lot of games going in the direction that they went. Because look at Jack and Daxter; it was a completely different series, and they turned it into the same thing as Ratchet and Clank. Guns a-blazing. I don't understand what's up with Sony's in-house studios and turning everything into a boring type of shooter or something in the forest. I don't get it.
Sony believes that we're going to take our titles. And we're going to do whatever the popular title is. That's why you saw the new God of War. It had the Skyrim setting. Had the little boy for the. I never thought The Last of Us was popular though. I think that's fake popularity.
Yeah,
yo, God, what's up, bro? G Gamer.
He's probably getting his microphone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Can you guys hear me? I never really thought The Last of Us.
Oh, your microphone is low.
Low.
Yeah, you're low. Yeah, because I heard him talk. So I don't know what's going on.
We got to get back on focus. We're babbling all over the place, but I want to get focused. Like I said, the PlayStation 4 might have came out in 2000 and what?
13. The PlayStation 4 to 13. Yeah,
13. But I'm trying to tell you, it didn't get started until 2015. That's where I bought my console. Anybody saying anything otherwise is insane. Not only that, for the past couple years, we have to me, I don't feel like I've received anything that was just truly amazing. And I hate to keep comparing, but I have to. I have yet to play anything on the level of Zelda Breath of the Wild on the PlayStation 4.
I gotta give you that one. I can admit that. I
got a PS4 in 2014. Didn't start really getting games consistently until 2016.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. You just sound a little soft, but okay. We can hear you though.
Yeah, I can turn it up too still, but I don't know. I've listened in and out now, talking about like launch lineups. Yeah. Like the other reason why the PS4 really got popular was probably bitter PS3 fans.
Yeah.
And I mean, honestly, Xbox dropped the ball at launch. They were terrible with that $499 price tag for a lesser, strength console. The Kinect pack in, like Don Matrick ruined that brand basically.
Yeah.
Sony's never done anything though to like earn anything this generation.
Yeah.
I mean, right or wrong, Nico, come on.
Hey, we had better specs.
I agree with you 100%. I remember that E3 conference where Xbox came on first, but there was a rumor that Sony and Xbox was supposed to do the DRM thing. Remember that?
Yeah, they changed it.
Yeah, but Sony came on first, Xbox came on first. They said DRM, and then Sony quickly changed their whole conference around, made that stupid little commercial where they said you can trade your games by handing it off. Remember the cocaine?
Yeah, that was cool though. I liked that, man.
That's how you know that they're made on the spot, because that was like right after that. That wasn't.
It was made on the spot. They were in the back room behind some type of camera. I'm pretty sure Greg Miller was there. You know what I'm saying? And they shot that. And I remember IGN ran to the YouTube and it was just an IGN fest of just PlayStation 4, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 4.
Yeah. They won it.
And then they were throwing out lying articles, fastest selling console of all time. And then the Switch comes out. And then that's really the fastest selling, but IGN says nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm sorry. But anyway, yes, you gotta get 100% right. The Xbox came out, dropped the ball. They were forcing the $499 price tag. They were forcing the Kinect upon you. I didn't see any games coming from the Xbox as well.
Well, they did have better games than Sony. I mean, they had Dead Rising 3, Forza 5, and I didn't ever play it, but that Rise game looks like, generic and decent, but whatever.
Yeah. Right. There was another one with it was like a Jet Set Radio type of.
That was Sunset Overdrive.
Sunset Overdrive. Yeah.
I like that though.
That was a good game. Nobody bought it though because everybody was like anti-Xbox.
Yeah. As they should.
I mean, at the time, they definitely kind of earned it. So it was good that they pushed Don Matrick out because that dude was like cancer, for consoles. He was doing the Sony way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything that's a service, you don't care about backwards compatibility anymore. Like then Phil came back, right, and put everything kind of in a consumer track again. I mean, they had to too.
Yeah, Gamer and Ghost. What were your? I know the PlayStation 4 is not done yet, but what were your favorite titles on the PlayStation 4?
My favorite titles on the PS4. Let me see. Gotta go over to the shelf. Gotta remember something.
Ghost, do you have asthma? I thought I heard some snorting.
Nah, I had to get up. Persona 5 was probably one of the better titles that I liked on there.
Persona 5. Now, Persona 5, a PS3 port, or a PlayStation 4?
I don't know. Whichever you want to call it, I guess.
Talking PS4.
I liked Collaterus, but that was an Xbox port. Gravity Rush was alright. Then there was a bunch of anime games and RPGs and stuff, I guess. Some smaller titles. But not much.
Yeah, the only thing that I would really rep on it would be probably Bloodborne, and then obviously I like the Yakuza games, but I think those are going to be going multi-plat too because they've talked about putting those on PC.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if you saw the Yakuza games come to Xbox and PC at E3
or the Switch.
Probably. I know they got burned by Nintendo last gen because they ported 1 and 2, I think, to the Wii U, and nobody bought them. But yeah, I could see them going to the Switch too.
So yeah, basically everybody here is just real melancholy about this PlayStation 4. If it was to stop in the next, say, 3 years, we can actually say this is the worst console of all time. It was worse than the PS3 because at least the PlayStation 3 was able to offer this PS1 backwards compatibility.
Yeah, you know what's funny is I was coming at Nico last night, or was it 2 nights ago, basically saying if you were to just take Halo, Gears, Forza, and say Fable and just line those up against any 4 franchises Sony has, they're not going to come close.
Oh my god, oh.
They're not. First party Sony franchises. The point is Sony hasn't done anything themselves to make that platform anything. It's all been carried by third party exclusives. Like Nintendo, they create a platform and they build and make that platform with their great games. Microsoft just offers kind of the best platform for you to, as far as convenience features and everything else. And they have some good franchises. But Sony's never done anything. And I don't get why people jump over themselves. It's kind of like a testament that nobody cares that the PS4 is ending because it didn't have anything. But yet everybody's repping it like it's this godly machine. It's overrated.
I agree with you 100%, God Gaber. I think you hit it right on the nail. Nico, your retort.
All I can say is the typical Uncharted and God of War. Yeah, that's all I can say. But I know Halo is much loved. So
Nico, your retort on God Gamer coming at you saying that the PlayStation franchise never had any games. Xbox always had Xbox and Nintendo always had more quality games, sir.
I mean, give us 4 franchises that are better than those 4. First party.
I'm gonna say, man, because I'm gonna say Crash Bandicoot, man. I'm gonna say Crash Bandicoot.
It's not exclusive.
It's not exclusive. It's not Sony first party.
But it was though back in the day, so I can't.
No, actually, Sony just bought Naughty Dog, and Naughty Dog did not own Crash Bandicoot when Sony bought them. They just bought them for when they made the Last of Us and Uncharted.
Now, was it Naughty Dog, Jack and Daxter? I think Insomniac was.
Yeah. Yes. Insomniac was, I think, Spyro and all them. I think they also did the what is the game? The one with the superhero lightning dude. Nate. Yeah, I don't know. I always forget it. Infamous. Thank you.
Yeah, Infamous is a good series, but I don't know, they hold up better than.
I don't know why people have so much faith in Insomniac when they don't even make that good of games. I don't get it.
Sony is really known for single player games.
Well, no. They were known for their third party. That was Square Enix came in and really helped them out with those 5 from plenty of Final Fantasy games. Probably the most famous franchise out there.
Yeah,
a lot of people to this day still won't admit how far Square Enix has fallen. But Square Enix was the haven of PlayStation back in the day. Not only that, Capcom came through with the Resident Evil series and things of that such. A whole bunch of great titles exclusively to the PlayStation. The third party was always PlayStation's go-to place. When it came to the exclusives, though, I do believe on the PlayStation 1, at least they brought us some kooky and quirky and variety with the parapet wrappers, the siphon filters.
Mm-hmm. When you where you going? That's all he had.
Anything else?
I mean, they've never done anything first party, though. That's kind of the point.
I mean, I
really
guess.
is.
Oh my
With
god.
the PS2, I guess they kind of turned it up a little bit with Ratchet and Clank and Jack and Dexter.
Yeah. See.
Even then, though, those are like they published those. They didn't actually develop those in house.
Oh no,
I
they
mean,
did.
what you mean?
Oh, okay.
They don't.
They
That-
probably. Oh,
Not
That-
even God of War. I don't even think God of War is developed.
No, Santa Monica Studios is a Sony studio now.
Oh, okay, okay.
But they never used to be up until a couple of years ago. I think that David Jaffe sold it and then moved on to make some stupid indie games or something.
Microsoft bought a couple of them games though. They didn't like make those. Like they bought a couple of them.
No,
Like,
I named you 4 franchises that they make in house today.
Halo. Would you say
Forza.
Forza?
Gears and Forza.
Gears.
Yeah, Gears of War.
And what was the other one? I thought it was like 4. You said no.
Yeah, it was. Well, Fable's going to come back. I think they're going to announce Fable. This.
And they killed Fable Legends or whatever that was.
Yeah, I mean that looked kind of dumb, so I'm kind of glad they killed
See,
it.
watch the PS5 gonna bring it back because like Sony stopped making games like like
What are
on
they
the
going to bring?
PS2.
What are they going to bring back? Backwards compatibility? I mean, they're going to they're going to remaster God of War, and you're going to maybe play it next year.
No, on that.
That's the thing I wanted to get at. Like, we just got the Yakuza 3, 4, and 5 remastered. What's going? It's with the PlayStation 4 was nothing more than a remastered console. What are they going to do with the PlayStation 5? Continue to bring over those remastered games? They just got on the Switch for ports, but now remastered ports are fine.
Well, to be fair, this is what was happening at the beginning of the PS4's lifespan for like about the first 2-3 years. They were doing nothing but remasters, remakes, ports. That was like the entire thing.
And I feel like we got Final Fantasy X at least 20 times now.
Yeah, and Greg Miller told you to be excited about it, and you were. Like, that's why I don't get the Sony fan base, man. I really don't.
Look, this from the article yesterday about the PS5. They was like, Kodera also noted that Sony beefing up first-party titles, more new IPs, and their strategy includes franchising successful IPs and refreshing existing IPs. So refreshing existing IPs to me can mean like maybe they might bring back Ratchet and Clank, Jack and Daxter, or like some other stuff. And like I don't know what they mean by franchising successful. I don't know what that means, but
what you're saying is you want another Ratchet and Clank and Jack and Dexter?
Ratchet and Clank maybe, but I don't know about Jack though.
To me,
franchising means you're going to get an Assassin's Creed every year for a Sony game.
about that wording though, what bothers me is that they said refreshing and existing in the same sentence. And you know what they do with existing franchises. They repeat the same shit over and over and then ruin them and turn them into fucking outdoors fucking shooters or some bullshit.
They're going to take their existing titles like the God of War because it was allegedly successful. And they're going to turn Ratchet and Clank into what's the new hot game? Fortnite.
You said Fortnite.
They've got their formula now, so they're going to have their one camera panned around some idiot the whole time, and you're going to be walking around, and he's going to scream every time he throws a punch, and that's what you're going to get.
Yeah.
So what y'all think PS5 could do to be successful?
I already told you, man. I believe that the Jack and Daxter thing is gonna come. They're gonna fucking remake Jack and Daxter in a real gritty type of universe. It's what people have been bitching about. Like, oh, they keep remastering the games. Are they ever gonna make another Jack and Daxter
Would
game?
you like it?
No. I'm not even a Jack and Daxter fan like that.
Look, you want to go next?
I'm just here's what's happening is they're actually falling off because the Switch has all this like positive vibes, right? And they're losing the third party battle because of the Xbox One X, so they really don't have sort of any sort of they don't have a talking point or like any sort of like I guess momentum. So they're going to try and now get this PS5 thing going just to sort of get that extra exclamation back in their name and try to one up them. To me, it's not needed. I don't see why. I would wait another year, but I mean, it's actually fine. But it just the whole narrative just seems weird to me. That especially they're going to cut off everything again if they don't do backwards compatibility this time. Like,
no, they said the PS4 going to play. I mean, the PS5 going to play PS4 games though. I read it.
I really can't imagine the PS5 doing critically well. I just really don't.
I'm going to sound old, crusty, and dusty. But I'm going to answer Nico's question. I'm not buying the PlayStation 5. I'm saying that right now because the only way that the PlayStation 5 can be a successful, good for me, is if they go back to relying on Square Enix, Capcom, and other third parties making exclusives for their game. Those days are long and gone, my friend. Square Enix hasn't made a good game since the PlayStation 2. If that, Capcom hasn't made a good game. They run shady business practices over there. We can't even recognize Capcom games anymore.
The only way we can get the only way they can gain people's trust is by remastering old games over a decade old. Give us Street Fighter, give us Mega Man collections.
Back then, we were getting such kooky and quirky JRPGs. Quickly, God Gamer, help me out. What was it called? I know they were on the Saturn first. What's the one with the little the dragon?
You're talking about the Star games?
There was what's the Western JRPG?
The dragon.
Remember we were talking. Hold on. Let me think.
There was Dragon Force on the Saturn.
No. There was a little tiny dragon, and sometimes it'll come randomly heal you. There was voice acting and cutscenes in there.
Oh, Lunar.
Like kooky and quirky JRPGs like Lunar or Jade Cocoon or just things that weren't made by Square Enix. The things that are being made, not made from Square Enix, are hyperdimensioning Neptunia, like these little games with these little girls and they're, and giggling and eating dumplings. That's not going to work.
Yeah, it's not.
Dumpling
is never coming back. It's never. No, it might come back one day. No, it's never coming back because first of all, y'all said y'all didn't want the old Sony back. The guy came out and said he's not bringing back the old Sony. I remember they did a conference. They were talking to Yoshida. They asked him, Yoshida, can we get a Killzone collection? Well, you never know. One day we might just do something. Yoshida, can we get an Infamous collection on the PS4? Well, you never know. Yoshida, can you make some JRPGs like you did? What's Sony's JRPG they made back in the day?
yeah.
Yoshida, can we get some JRPGs like you did with Legend of Dragoon? Hell no.
Suikoden.
He came out and said no, blatantly. Everything else was, well, you never know. We'll see how things are, But with JRPGs, he said no.
Can we get a Suikoden?
Yeah, the Suikodens. You see Ghost? So long ago, we are not getting those type of kooky and quirky JRPGs anymore. If we do get JRPGs, they're going to be catering to the modern day weeb, where everything has to be little girls.
Yeah, waifu. I hate that now.
Simulators. There's going to be a little mode where you can pet her to make her happy. JRPGs have lost their way. It's my favorite franchise, but Jesus Christ, it's long gone and dead.
Yeah.
Square Enix, long gone and dead. Now, Square Enix, I give them props. And for those of you who are supporting the Switch, let's run out in masses and support Project Octopath because they're taking it back, aren't they?
Yeah.
To
be honest though, I think the that and what is that other game on 3DS? Bravely Default. Those were really some people really did enjoy those games, and they want Square Enix to take Final Fantasy back like that. But I guess people are moving on to that now.
Take it back. Let's take it back. Not only that, Shin Megami Tensei is not really pushing out. They just put out an article the other day saying that their next couple of games will be all Persona orientated.
Gosh.
And come on now, that we what? That's amazing. What are you talking about? That's pathetic. Sorry, my bad. I'm charging the dogs up.
Atlas is starting to take 50 years on some of their games now.
What?
I said they're starting to take 50 years on some of their games now. It's kind of getting insane. They're starting to act like
they're not they saved the PS2 because I really would have been the PS2 is the worst console of all time. But they came there towards the end and dropped the Nocturnes, Digital Devil Cycle 1 and 2. Come on, help me out. Persona 3 and 4.
Persona 3 and 4. They did digital. I don't think the Digital Devil Sagas are on there, but I don't remember too much.
1 and 2 on the PS2.
They had some type of Devil Saga or something on there. I can never remember all the names.
Yeah. I'm gonna say. I wanted to say I might not buy the PS5 on launch, and the only way I'll probably buy it on launch, which they probably won't do, is if they allow PS1 and PS2 backwards compat. I'm probably dreaming, but that'd be the only way I'll buy it on launch, though.
Yes, me as well.
Huh? Oh yeah, sure.
I don't feel like
they might do that because Xbox has been getting a lot of positive press about it, and it would be really easy to do. My cell phone can play all the PS1 games.
I know, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, why can't you patch the PS4? But maybe there was a plan all along is to save it for the PS5. Maybe.
No, their plan all along was to remake them and sell them to you again.
Sony did the backwards compatibility with the PlayStation 2, and they were extremely successful.
Nico, I don't know. I can't believe you're denying that, though, Nico. It is their plan because they wouldn't be doing the Crash Bandicoots and the Spyro Dragons and all that stuff to begin with. The remakes.
Oh, well, yeah.
Well, but Sony did backwards compatibility with the PS2. When did they become so anti-consumer?
I don't know. Well, the PS3, I guess, right? I don't know.
No, they've always kind of been that way, though. That's the thing. Like, they've always been in the right place at the right time. Because, like, with the PS1, they had the best platform using CD-ROM at the time. Nobody had done it right. Nintendo was using those really expensive cartridges, so they had to sell their games for like $69 to make a good profit. And what else did they have? Sega was doing Sega CD, Sega 32X, and all that crap. Yeah. And it was like a Neo Geo. So, like, Sony just had the right platform at the time, and that's been their best console for the longest time.
You're right. They've always been anti-consumer. Remember the $50 5 megabyte memory cards?
Well, you
had to buy a third-party memory card.
For some reason, I remember the multi-tap being $100. Am I wrong? Remember the multi-tap?
I just never saw.
I don't remember. Oh no,
ever.
God, again, you're more in my generation. Remember the multi-tap? Because
I don't remember actually seeing a price on it, but I think it was expensive.
Yeah.
And then there was never you had to buy a $15 input to even like transfer your PS2 memory over to your PS3. Remember that? There's like that little thing.
Yeah, I remember. I mean,
they're always nickel and dime. I'm sure there's a better way to do that, but
that's true. They've always been anti-consumer. My bad. I just always thought the PS2 backwards compatibility was such a great thing, and it just hurts me that they say no to that. They say no to JRPGs. They say no to Kooky and Corky. They said what we're going to do from now on for the PlayStation 4, and it's going to go right to the PlayStation 5. We're just going to give you every single game is going to be the cinematic experience. There's going to be one camera behind the character. And there's going to be scenes, thanks to Kojima, things of that such.
Yeah.
And how can I support
that? And for the nerds in the chat complaining about PS3 backwards compatibility, we ain't talking about PS3 backwards compatibility, dude.
What did they mean? What did they complain? I thought it was great.
No, they're talking about the PS3's cell architecture and why it was so complicated and all that bullshit.
Yeah, but they actually, the only reason why they included that in the launch consoles is because it was $600. I mean, it wasn't because they were trying to be, good consumer. Why would you have pulled it out later then too? It's like, it's ridiculous.
As soon as they took away that $600 price tag, it went straight to just PS1 alone. Well, what are we talking about, guys? You guys are picking and choosing your battles, but you look crazy.
Yeah, no, these are the YouTube hype people that play sales and they don't actually play, I guess good exclusives and
Well, I remember they didn't care about sales with the PS3.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember
that
those
doesn't matter, man. As long as we got great quality titles, like.
No, these guys at the time were hyping a Blu-ray disc format. Now, granted, they were talking about multiple discs and this and that. Now, you remember Metal Gear Solid 4 when you had to wait 5 minutes for it to load the next chapter? You know why it was doing that? Because it was writing it to the hard drive because the Blu-ray disc player on the PS3 could only go in one direction. So they actually had to put the assets on the game when it was running on the disc. They had to copy it multiple times on that disc, and that's the only benefit. It wasn't even a benefit, really. That's how they had to do it because that Blu-ray player was, it was trash. It was early, but it was trash. So... yeah, they always find something. I mean, I guess the moral of the story is don't fall in love with a piece of plastic. These people are here to provide you with a platform to, enjoy yourself. And if they don't do a good job, you got to call them out on it. And Sony really hasn't been doing anything for their platform. It's everybody else.
Yeah. I can agree on that one though. Yeah,
You gotta call. I've been telling Sony fanboys to call these people out for the past 10 years. They've been telling me everything was fine. You know that little meme with the dog sitting in the house and it's fire and say everything.
Yeah. I love that.
No. Everything is not fine, people. Well, you know.
So I don't want to preach too much, but Gambino's calling out Demon Souls, right? Was only thing that was good about the PS3, like that Sony might have done. But it's hilarious because Sony even screwed that up because they wouldn't bring it west. So then Atlas had to do it, and Atlas made that a big series. And then when they saw that they weren't going to support Demon Souls, that's when they took it over to Dark Souls so they could multiplat it and get it everywhere. So Sony did one thing right, and then they managed to monumentally screw it up. It's hilarious.
Yeah, we were doing something the other day. What was our top 3 PlayStation 3 titles? And yes, Demon Souls, pound for pound, you can actually say that is a good game. But the rest of the games we were adding to our list, we were just saying we just kind of like them. You know what I mean? Ni no Kuni, you know, it was. I guess we'll add it. We were just adding it because it was the best thing on there. We weren't adding it because we were great gaming performance. You know?
Yeah.
But Demon Souls, yes, was the game that you should buy a PlayStation 3 for. But Sony didn't want to bring it over. Losers.
Yeah, that's the one franchise I would like be hyped for a remaster of is Demon Souls, but who knows?
Didn't the PS3 launch with controllers without even DualShock or whatever the hell?
Yeah, it was the 6-axis was the future. They had all these fanboys talking about that shit. We don't need Rumble. Rumble's last gen. And then what happened? They got Rumble. Then they were like, well, we don't need achievements. That's for losers. Then they get trophies, and you got these nerds like you know with these trophy sites like cheating, and that's all they care about.
Yo,
it's insanity.
Remember the original design for the PlayStation 3? Am I the old one here? Does anybody remember?
I thought that was a fake image.
Was that controller like a boomerang or something?
Yeah, the boomerang controller.
It was real.
It would have been terrible.
Changed it. Yeah, we're going to go with the Spider-Man font for the PlayStation sign. Yeah, we're going to go with some type of boomerang controller. Remember that?
Yeah, there was no way in hell that could.
They kept the Spider-Man font too. I think they kept that one.
I believe so, but they changed because I that is not fake. I was there. They changed it.
I always thought this shit was like
it was
crazy.
Real. It was real. I swear on everything, it was real. They changed it. And they did the same bull crap tactics with the PlayStation 3. They told us Final Fantasy 13 was coming. That turned out to be a multi-plat. Not only that, they teased us by throwing the Final Fantasy 7. What would Final Fantasy 7 look like on the PS3? And people got real hyped, man. I mean, they got charged. Ran out about that PS3.
It was like a fake CGI trailer.
I wouldn't say ran out. A lot of people didn't buy the PS3, to be honest with you. Worst on the console ever. But anyway, yeah, I love you guys. We really hit it hard. I just wanted to talk about this. Listen, I've been mad since 2005, since the PlayStation 3. I should have been mad since the launch of the PS2. Actually, I am mad since the launch of the PS2. That's probably where my beef comes from with the PS2. Is that they killed off the Dreamcast, one of my favorite consoles of all time, and the Dreamcast didn't deserve to go that way, and it didn't deserve to lose to the PlayStation 2 because PlayStation 2 didn't have no games either.
A DVD player
and Madden. That's all they needed. Really grinded ears, man.
Yeah.
But the PlayStation 5, it's coming. There's nothing they can do with it. It's not profitable anymore. It's not selling. They need to come up with a new console. We'll end it with this. Shadow just came in towards the end. But I ask you guys this question: PlayStation 4 Pro buyers, can we laugh in their face now? I mean, we already been laughing at them.
Oh yeah, we can laugh in their face. Come on, let's laugh.
You see what I'm saying? Like, anybody? I'm sorry. Whoa, hold on. God damn it! Did you buy the PlayStation Pro?
Oh yeah. No, I got a Pro, but it's a hot mess. I mean, it's loud. It's just basically it's like they threw 2 of their GPUs in there and some extra fans.
Why you buy it though? I didn't feel it was worth it to me. Like,
can y'all hear me?
Wait.
What's up, Shadow?
Nico, slow down, because I remember you said you were tempted to buy a Pro for God of War 4.
So
I said Spider-Man.
And there's a lot of times I'll sell stuff. So like I flipped my PS4 I think for over $200, and then I use that money to buy my Pro. So a lot of times that's what I'll do.
When did the Pro come out?
2 years ago.
Yeah.
So,
2 years ago?
It was just 2
Dang,
years
it
ago.
could have been 2 years ago.
It was
That's crazy.
It was something like that. Yeah.
I think last year, right? I don't know. I don't
No,
know.
it
Well, it was last year. I don't know. Maybe I was high or something. Shadow, thank you for joining the podcast. We were just about to end it up, but we'll end it with you. You are our guy in the Discord. First of all, you're a guy known for years. Me and you have been leading the charge for more Japanese support on the PlayStation. We always said the Japanese support is what's missing with the PlayStation. Sony always wanted to always take their direction towards more Western games to cater to a more Western audience. And I said, no Japanese games. And you were the guy that was with me, right?
All right.
Yes. Now, the PlayStation 4 comes out. It's been out for 5 years, right?
Yeah, 5 years.
5 years. You said on the Discord that you were a happy consumer. You were proud of the PlayStation 4 and what they was able to offer you.
I mean, yeah, they pretty much gave me everything that I wanted from this generation.
In what aspect? In what way?
Like the games I wanted.
What were those games?
Hold on, I put it in a Discord. Let me pull it back up.
Read those games for me, Playboy.
Hold up. I can just pull up your name on the Discord and look at the lists. Let me see.
I didn't get what I wanted.
I have been here all day.
All right, I got it.
Dot Hack, Guilty Gear, Digimon.
Hold on. Slow down.
Oh, yeah. Let's try to read it, man.
Hold on, Coach. You're going way too fast with me. Slow down.
That man read this list.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't be laughing, but what's the first one you named?
He said Dot Hack.
That's a PS. Wasn't that a PS2 port?
Yeah. Remaster.
You know, I'm sorry. Let me shut up. I shouldn't be saying anything. This is his list. I apologize.
Guilty Gear. I don't know if he's talking about X2 or
no, he loves Guilty Gear. I'll give him that.
Digimon, which the Digimon game.
Digimon Story of Cyber Sleuth was
passable at best.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It was pretty bad. He didn't name any of the Dark Souls games. He just said From Software, so I guess it just means Bloodborne, Dark Souls, stuff like that.
Okay.
Dragon Quest. What else released besides Dragon Quest Builders?
Dragon Quest Heroes.
Yeah, like that was.
Yeah, and 11 coming.
That was just a Dynasty Warriors game, basically.
11's coming to the Switch as well, right?
Yes, it is. Gravity Rush, which nobody really supported. I got that, but it's okay.
But this is his list. This is his list.
Yeah. Final Fantasy Type 0 was on the PSP, I think. But
yeah, it was. I really wanted it localized, and it finally came over. So
that is true. I remember he was randomly tweeting me those type of things. Yes, you're right.
God Eater 1 through 2.
Yes.
God Eater.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You could at least set like Freedom Wars or some bullshit. Monster Hunter.
Let's put the God Eater into context here.
He does like monster.
He's a fan. Games. He's a fan of God Eater because he posted some type of God Eater sneakers.
What?
Yeah, there was zippers, buckles. You know what I mean?
Zippers on the sneakers.
Oh wait, those are Guilty Gear, but there are. I think I did post some God Eater ones too.
Yeah, God Eater kicks. There was some type of blade on the side of it. It was real fugazi. But go ahead, Ghost.
Okay. Stupid. Oh, Jesus Christ. Neo
was great. I keep forgetting about Neo, but that was.
I wanted to play Neo, but I never tried it. Valkyria Chronicles was on the PS3.
Let me put it into better context. Neo was great, but it still was very repetitive, and it didn't have a lot of problems. And guess what? I don't want to return to it like I do with the Dark Souls games. Because
I feel like that was going to be like a PC port for that sooner or later.
There is. It just runs like trash.
Oh, really? Okay. Valkyria Chronicles, which is on PS3, PC, probably going to come. Actually, it is coming to Switch now, so that's on everything now. Yakuza, Yars, and the Shining Series. Yars, Yeez, whatever. YS.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
But also the Shining series, which isn't that just now getting a game on PS3, or was there on PS4? Was there any Shining games on PS4?
They're porting a PS3 game. Apparently, it was only released in Japan, and it's coming out, I think, on Xbox and PC too. But I could be wrong about PC.
Mm.
And
No,
I was
it's coming to Xbox, PC, and Switch.
I know Yar 7 or 8 is definitely coming to Switch pretty soon. So.
And I just wanted to say,
Yeah,
my
next
bad.
month.
I had a mic mute program running, but it wasn't running on the mic that I had set. So you guys did hear my dogs barking probably the whole time. My bad.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. My bad. It's all good.
What about Kingdom Hearts 3?
It looks like I don't know if Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming out this year.
I'm pretty confident. The thing is, I'm confident now seeing like stuff that some of the trailers and stuff that is gonna be it's definitely coming out this year. Like most of it looks complete, but I'm like it kind of looks like it's gonna be lacking content.
Wait, was that Stoops?
Yeah, that's
yes. So you're getting it day one.
Probably.
No, that's not the topic here, man. The topic is, Shadow King's list. Now,
but Kingdom Hearts 3 isn't even going to be exclusive. It's going to be on Xbox. So I don't.
Ooh, I forgot about that. Oh man. Damn.
Yeah, you didn't see the people at the convention playing it on the Xbox. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot this is on Xbox.
We lost a good one, fellas.
I guess
we lost a good one. What did you say?
Nico's been making a lot of videos.
No, at least if it was exclusive, we could have said that, like the Sony fanboys.
Well, yeah, that's what's. I remember Sony fanboys were like, "We'll wait till Kingdom Hearts 3 comes."
Yeah, I was saying that shit too.
Wait till Final Fantasy 13 Versus come. You know what I mean? Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that, man. That's crazy. I forgot it was coming to the Xbox. That's crazy, man. I forgot that.
And Spyro is not going to be exclusive for long, so
wait till Final Fantasy 7 remake comes. Uh-oh.
I don't see.
That'll be PS5.
It surprises me that people actually fell for the Final Fantasy 7 thing, because if you look at the end of those older trailers, they try to make it in this weird way, like coming first to PlayStation and saying all those particular words, so you can't blame them for it later.
To get back on,
it's a failsafe.
I feel what you're saying. I'm with you 100%, but I want to ride Shadow real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Shadow's a goddamn liar. I gotta call him out. That's my guy. I told you we go way back, like the Maybach. The dude is an undercover Sony shield, from what I believe. I think he's an undercover Sony fanboy. He won't admit it, but I'm trying to tell you.
I've said multiple times, like I'm main Sony and sub Nintendo, but I guess it is what it is.
I'm just calling you a liar because how can you main Sony if you did you grow up on the PS1?
Yeah.
And you played those PS1 exclusive hits, and you mean to tell me that was acceptable?
Wait, what?
You come from the PlayStation 1 era, and you mean to tell me that those PlayStation 4 games that you just named, from remasters to ports to multi-plats, was acceptable?
I mean, for PS4 standards, yeah. I mean, because PS4 isn't on par with the PS1.
Yeah, but isn't that a problem? That's what I'm trying to tell people here, especially the Sony fan base. Isn't it a problem that we're getting worse?
People are complacent.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
It's just okay. Why is it okay for Sony to just come out with mediocre to just pathetic titles? Everybody else has to work hard, from Nintendo to the Xbox. But when it comes to Sony, they can just get away with anyway. Taking sprites from Guilty Gear games and throwing it up and making the games easier each rendition. The Yee's titles have been pathetic ever since when did they come out, on the Super Nintendo or something like that? Or even before that. God Eater is pathetic in comparisons to Monster Hunter. I know what your list, Shadow, but I think you're BSing us, man. You and me were there together bashing the PlayStation 3. And the PlayStation 3 actually offered you more. It had backwards compatibility. It had great games for sale in the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 store. It had White Knight Chronicles.
It had Warhawk.
And I just don't believe you, man. I just don't believe you. Sorry,
I mean, fair enough.
Yeah, DCU Universe Online.
I don't know what type of goo that PlayStation 4 put on you, but I can tell you really enjoying this PlayStation 4. And it's weird.
It had 12-hour download times. Amazing.
Every time I log onto the PlayStation 4, why is there some type of update?
50-hour updates.
And then while it updates, and then all of a sudden I get on, and then I can't play a game because there's some type of download going on where they need to update the damn thing. What's going on with that?
Dude, I don't even play Dragon Ball FighterZ anymore, and I get like 50 updates for the thing coming up every time I turn on the PS4.
Why do I go to look at my inbox for messages or friends, see who's online?
There's porn bots attacking you.
It takes 10 minutes to load up.
Yeah, I hate that though. The message be freezing. Not freezing, but yeah, loading up or whatever. I'm like, man, what's going on? I thought the PS4.
I click on to see the message and it's fuck you, Zobi. You know what I'm saying? I wasted 10 minutes for this.
I don't know if any of y'all been back to the PS3. Probably not. But have y'all noticed that like the PS3 has become consistently slower? Like they're trying to get you to go over to PS4 or something. Like you can't even log in on PS3 anymore, barely.
Well, no, it's always been like that. It's always been like that.
Yeah.
Like
The PS3 was super slow.
The downloads on the PS4 and the PS3 have been extremely slow.
Yeah.
The Switch is like that. Boom. The alleged weaker hardware.
And cartridges are faster.
No, I'm downloading off of the store.
Oh, off the store. Wow.
Bow. It's there. I'm in shock. I'm like, damn, I was planning on waiting for 20 minutes, but fuck it. I guess we can go right now. Anyway, man, this excluding the weirdo with the crown on his head and Shadow, my boy Ghost Guy Gamer Nico, we run a podcast. We're doing a podcast tomorrow, right?
Oh, really? You're talking about like the Save Point podcast?
Yeah, if you join the Discord every now and again, Ghost, you'd see that we were going to do it Wednesday, but I guess you only show up when Zobi posts links to stream.
I was trying to wait it out till Street Fighter came. So
yeah, but you can't wait out. We're running a business.
Yeah, it's gonna be dry, man. You got to be consistent.
How do you run a business when you're not even checking on your business?
Stu can replace him.
no, you can't.
Millennial work ethic, man.
Yeah, he's got the millennial ethic where everything has to be done for him.
Well, I'm sorry, but I mean, I didn't know if we were ready to go for another podcast shit. I thought we were waiting until after E3.
Except for playing Sonic, the Unleashed Night.
Playing Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Leave that alone, man. Leave that game alone.
But I mean, I've been watching movies.
Yeah, tomorrow we are running a podcast. It's going to be Brother Nico. It's going to be my man, Guy Gamer, and Skippy over here.
So who's hosting? Is it Blandrew?
Yeah, Blandrew's going to be back on steering the wheel again. We came up with some great topics for tomorrow. We don't run things. I mean, we're pretty sure we're going to talk about hot topics, but we also like to shake it up a bit, and we'll just talk about gaming as a whole, which I enjoy the most about this podcast, because usually when you go to a podcast, you'll talk about the main topics, and then you start talking about drama within the gaming community. I'm like we're a couple of females, you know what I'm saying? We're not here. Not on this podcast. We keep it gaming, 100%, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Soon we're gonna have a website going. We're gonna be weekly streams. Listen, I'm not gonna be putting out saying this shit on my podcast, and you millennials ain't gonna be doing weekly streams.
Oh God, weekly streams every Wednesday.
I said this yesterday. About 80% of the people on this podcast don't work, and either they're on Rule 34 or trolling Twitter all day. How the hell can we run this business?
Just got public access in my room, so
facts.
It doesn't make any sense. And me and Guy Gamer should not. We're elders, and we're the oldest guys here. trying to run this business. You know what? Forget it. Anyway, tomorrow I will put the link to the Save Point podcast in the description. We will be hitting these topics hard. I think we're talking about E3 predictions. I think we're talking about boob size predictions for who got the biggest boobs in anime games.
Huh?
I think Ghost just got some blood running out of his nose.
Does Cap want me to pass E3?
Anyway, thank you guys for coming through. Except for Stoops. What the hell are you doing here, Stoops?
Stoops.
I'm promoting myself.
Oh, you're not promoting your boy Jamal, right?
He's good.